On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. Oh, I had a interesting weekend, a kind of a pool weekend, and I know you were in New York. I don't know when you came home.
I came back Friday. I was only during the week. Yeah.
All right, so you were home Friday night.
Yeah.
So what'd you do over the weekend?
Just kind of recouping because I did a lot. I must have walked 10 miles walking around Lower Manhattan.
Each day?
Well, no, I think maybe 2 or 3 miles a day for 3 days.
That's nothing.
It is when you're in my shoes.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
I don't wear. So look at that. I wore out the bottom.
You did wear out the bottom, dude. So you love those shoes. What are you gonna do? You gonna get new bottoms?
I got some yesterday actually when I was in town. I got some yesterday, so this is the last day I'm wearing them.
A lot of people don't realize these shoes now will be deceased. How long have you had that particular pair?
These actually, it's funny you mentioned these because I have a hard time finding shoes because I'm a size 13 and I like these particular flat toes.
Yeah, you like them.
The last pair I got was in Snellville at some shoe store near East Side Station after one of our East Side Station nights last fall before it ended.
Before it ended.
Yeah.
So, Jeff would drink to
Yes.
excess, and then he would get a hotel room because you're safe, and then you would wake up the next day and patronize Snellville.
Yeah, a little bit.
Local eatery stores.
Yeah, and then there happened to be a shoe store nearby, and I was like, I need some shoes because I'd worn them out again. And,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, it is the Yeah Come On show, starting off a week of fresh shows. I thought last week's throwbacks were pretty good. Obviously, all throwbacks are brought to you by all of our sponsors, but we are back in the Exit Wealth Studios. Ted Jenkins, Justin Farmer, WSB guy, have Exit Wealth. And, man, I got several people that have jumped on. That are just in my circle, and a lot of them had wealth management guys. And they're like, "No, your dude's he's on point." So that's great because we got a great sponsor. But then there's Exit Stage Left Advisors, and man, for everybody that loves running a business, somebody else is ready to hang it up. So if you're ready to hang it up, or just look at an exit plan over 5 years, get in touch with us. And I'll put you in touch with them. We'll sign the proper paperwork, and nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that everybody knows is that you and I both enjoy the alcohol. We enjoy being out. This is a show that goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pitching, and it looks like we've been green lit for two things. One, I haven't even made you aware of, so I guess I'll just put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Right. We've got a guy that wants to do the Red, White, and Green show this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to film it here tomorrow in this studio. But he's going to be in the green room with me. And he works and lives in Buckhead. He wants to go to that studio. So we could actually go down a little earlier. We could meet here, carpool, or just drive, or you could spend the night down that way. But it looks like we could do ourselves a nice show Wednesday in the new studio.
The Yeah Come On Show, live from the Buckhead Exit Wealth Studios.
You got it. And I'll make sure it's a press button thing, very similar to this. You plug in.
I need to learn that equipment.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Well, Mike needs to learn it.
Well,
I don't know if he's ready for this. Is he ready for Buckhead?
Can you go to Buckhead? All right. He says he can. You really? All right. He said he'll have to ask. A lot of people don't know he's 18, and that's why we don't have him on camera.
You mentioned going out and alcohol. What did that have? Is there any alcohol involved?
Of course. We'll go to lunch afterwards or something like that and hang out.
Oh yeah.
In the Buckhead
Speaking
scene.
of alcohol, I have a gripe, not a gripe, but a little rant, and I want to clear this up. Okay, with you because I'm sure it's a term that you know.
Okay.
You bartended.
I did.
Okay, you go to restaurants.
A lot of people don't know I won the Bar Wars in Buckhead in 1994. There was one bar that had like 9 bartenders, and they could go out and find a guest bartender from a different place, hoping that their clientele would come, and whoever had the most sales won. We won.
Really?
Yeah, and I got like $1,800, which was damn good money. And I spent it and sent my parents on a cruise. I didn't keep a dime.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And I was broke too.
All right, well, let me ask you this. You're bartending, or you go to a restaurant, and you say to the waiter or the bartender, hey, I'll have a glass of your house Cabernet. Give me a glass of your house wine.
Okay.
What does that mean to you?
That means they have their wine, they're selling a house glass and they're selling a house bottle. And then they're going to pour from that house bottle. And that is a lower charge. It's always the lowest charge.
Okay, thank you. Period. This is it. That's what house wine means.
It's low charge.
It's
like I want your well bourbon or your well vodka.
It's a classier way of saying, hey, give me the cheapest wine you got.
Yes.
Okay, that's what that
means. My
means.
wife asks for house wine a lot because she doesn't really care.
Yeah, and a lot of house wines, especially these days,
are nice.
Are great. And I learned this from my mom years ago. She would say house wine whenever she went. Okay, I learned that's what it means.
Yeah.
Why is it when I go to restaurants now? Okay, and this happened to me in New York, but it happens here at some restaurants too. I
can't wait to hear
I say, can I give me kind of a bottle of your house Pinot Noir?
Yeah.
Okay, well we have the blah blah blah, and they go in. I'm like, that's not what I asked.
No.
Okay, this is a new thing, and I went to New York.
Right.
This is where it really got me because I ordered a bottle of a bottle of wine. Right. And this was not a fancy restaurant. This is not like a steakhouse. This is just kind of a run of the mill, $100.
Oh my God.
And I know it's New York City.
Oh my God.
I know it's New York City, but this wasn't that kind of place. You're telling me their most inexpensive bottle of wine was $100? I don't think so.
The most they should have charged you for that bottle, and I'm just going to be dead damn serious, for somebody who's going to drink at that level, because New York has high-end drinkers, 25 to 30, which means they probably bought it for 7 to 10.
This would at least, I would expect to pay 50 to 60.
Even I think that's too high for a house bottle in a knockoff restaurant. I'm not talking about high end. It's like the neighborhood.
It was medium. It wasn't like a Chili's, and it wasn't a steakhouse. It was one of those middle of the road kind of
40 max.
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. So I just said house because I didn't want to say give me your cheapest bottle of wine. I just said house.
And by the way, it's cheaper when they don't bring the actual bottle. They bring it in a glass container or something like
carafe.
That. Or carafe.
Yeah, that didn't happen
it's
anymore.
Truly house.
Yeah, but you see, and this has happened to me many times where I asked for the house wine and they proceed to give me options. I'm like, that's not. There's no options.
Yeah.
You should have one.
Yeah. And that's where you just play off. Look, it's not that I'm cheap. I'm just not a connoisseur.
Well,
I just want some wine. So what is your 2 or 3 cheapest bottles?
Well, that's what I'm going to have to start saying. I have to start being a hick when I go to these nice restaurants.
Hey, what do you got on the cheap?
Yeah. Well, give me your cheapest bottle of wine. I don't want to have to say that.
I need something that ain't gonna break the wallet. There's all kinds of great one-liners. To be a true redneck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. House is supposed to cover all of that.
It is.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
Okay. But now I got to start being specific. Give me your cheapest crap bottle of wine.
Well, no, hey, what's going to put a smile on my face for cheap and give me a hangover tomorrow? I mean, there's things you can say.
Hey, it's Southside Steve, and I am at Small Sliders in Marietta, off Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway. And I got 2 orange boxes, and this is perfect. If you're a coach, or you've got a big birthday party, or you've got a team that you've got to provide snacks for, or any event, could even be a corporate event, check this out. You get fries. Look at that, a whole box. And plenty of things to dip them in. And then the next one, this is the fun. Look at the different burgers. I've got barbecue, 2 plain with just cheese, and then 2 with everything, including bacon. Something for everybody at Sliders, something for the big group at Small Sliders in Marietta. Yeah, come on.
All right, Steve MZ this morning brings you the group I can't stand, and it's one of the group, but it's an outside story about a son of a female that is on The View.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Miss Sunny Houston, who I really can't stand. I think I don't know how she got a law degree. Her son graduated from an Ivy League school as well. He's well spoken, but I'm like, do people hand out degrees? Because she's common sense stupid. I mean, she does not truly understand the world. She doesn't investigate her stories, and they've got producers. I investigate my stories, or sometimes I just take them as face value, which means I can read them, but I'm reading the words of someone else. I'm not trying to open interpret it, and she does it all the time and just looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. Well, the View has really gone off the rails lately.
Yeah, it's not the View that Barbara Walters built.
No. But I did like them going at it with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know if you saw that. I think it was 2 weeks ago she was on, and, she didn't back down. They got into a little back and forth.
Mm. But Marjorie Taylor Greene's on Trump's butt right now, so I hate that. I don't want to put...
No, I like... There needs to be some dissension into everything in the Republican... But that's what I'm saying. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is teeing up for a split of the Republican Party where There's going to be
God.
like the MAGA Republicans and then traditional Republicans. So this could be an
Well,
exciting.
Democrats have Democrats.
Well, they got their
and then they got liberal.
Okay, well, let's have 4 parties. How about that?
parties,
Let's do
God.
4 parties. Anyway,
Well, they also have socialists. So her son is out jogging, and I guess they've moved into a new neighborhood, either the whole family or him. The way he speaks, it sounds like the whole family's moved. And he's a Harvard grad. He's jogging, and he's talking to his mom on speakerphone. When he's doing this, cars pull up on either end. Police come up to him and they say, "We need you to put your hands behind your back." And he's like, "What? What?"
so the police kind of accosted him, and I'm going to guess for no reason because other than he's black.
Well, that's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
And they're basically going, "Do you realize where you are?" And he goes, "No, I'm kind of new." And they go, "There are signs posted everywhere. This is off limits." And I guess it's an area where there's a building site. There's a lot of containers that make it. I don't know what they contain.
Oh, so he's on private property.
Yes.
Okay.
So he cut through, and the reason he cut through is they have a gravel hill, and I guess there's a place that uses or picks up gravel. And he thought it would be a good challenge for him and a good thigh workout. So he was going up and down the gravel hill. And they come up and they go, "Dude, I appreciate you wanting to work out." Now he's having a conversation. They're handcuffing him just to check him, make sure he hasn't stolen anything or what he's up to. Because you don't know. I don't even know who these companies are. For all I know, they're parts for war, drones or something. And this could be a bad guy. You don't know who he is. You got to, first off, people don't understand handcuffs does not mean you're going to jail, nor does it mean instantly you're a criminal and you're getting ready to get fitted for an orange suit. It means the police don't want to worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
And they know if you run, you can't run fast without using your arms. It really is hard to run with your legs. I don't know if you tried it. You're kind of like an emu.
That sounds like
You're just running.
That sounds like this could be a fun Southside Steve bar game. We put people in handcuffs,
Yeah.
and I run across the parking lot, and whoever wins.
Wins. And everybody's running like this. My hands are behind my back. I'm an emu. So now immediately she goes into, "Officer, son, can they hear me? Are we on speakerphone?" First off, I just want to let you know he is a Harvard grad and he teaches 4th grade geometry. So instantly she's going to say he's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to let you know that I am also an attorney and I am I'm a TV personality and I'm on The View.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts dropping that like, "You don't want to mess with us." And the police officers are like, I've probably met famous people before. They're like, "Whatever. First off, we're not talking to you." And they're like, "Kill the conversation. We don't need her involved in this right now. This is a you and I, and it ain't her." And she's like, "No, you do not have to do that. Don't do that." So it becomes more of a thing than it needs to be. And in the end, he said, "I just wanted to run up the gravel hill. I just wanted to get a good workout." Then they've since posted where there's like tons of "do not trespass" signs everywhere that he clearly would have seen. He just said, "I'm new. I didn't know." You see signs. He goes, "But the gate was open and the hill was there."
Did they arrest? Did they actually arrest him?
No,
Or they just almost arrested him?
Almost
They
arrest.
just detained him for a minute to see what he was doing on private property.
Yeah, on private property. And they're like, she goes, "Well, I'm on The View. Do you know I'm on The View? Do you want to be talked about tomorrow?" It's that whole threat. And we love it when our celebrities are drunk. And Steve MZ loves drunk celebrities, probably more than anything. Because you always get them going, "Do you know who I am?"
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, "Do you know who I am?"
Well, the best, I think, the crowning one of the drunk celebrities is Mel Gibson's rant on the Jews.
Oh,
That's the Hall of Fame.
it got him in
drunken-
so much trouble.
Oh, yeah.
It ruined him in Hollywood for a while. So when he did Passion of the Christ, he had to raise that money himself.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was doing him any favors. Somebody else somebody's doing her favors. And I can tell you, and her looks have even changed even more. It's Kim Zolciak, my ex,
Mm-hmm.
dated Kim Zolciak before Croy. And, Croy came in, married her. He's a good Falcon lineman.
And they pumped out 4 or 5 kids.
And
Like
they
a
all
lot.
got red hair. They all look like little Croys. And then now I guess, man, she was on the hook for some major money and she was about to be thrown behind bars. Serious.
IRS money?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Taxes. She had to cough up. It's not a lot, but when you owe a bunch of people, she had $2,535 just in unpaid fees that she owed in this guardian assigned divorce. So I guess there's somebody watching the kids and they had to put them with somebody. and the judge ordered it. And I guess she was like, I don't need to pay that, probably because it's only $2,500. But they're like, we will throw you behind bars for $2,500. We'll throw you behind bars for $500 if you don't pay. At the last second, literally, she had to pay by Tuesday, July 14th. She got the money in. And of course, the story somehow got leaked to TMZ.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
Kim Kardashian was almost thrown in jail.
Kim Zolciak.
Zolciak.
Yeah. So
No,
she's ramping up.
Kim Zolciak wants to be Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. This tells me, as I can tell you, this is a planned story. She's got some project, reality show, maybe even a new song coming out.
So she probably had the money. I'm not going to pay it because if the police come and everybody in my neighborhood sees cop cars,
Then bam, we're on Steve MZ.
because it doesn't matter. And then who picks it up? Steve MZ does. My bad.
Hey, this is Southside Steve from the Green Room for the Red, White, and Green Show with Ted Jenkins. Currently, we're not in a green room, but this is a green room to me because there's $1 million buses. I'm standing with Parker. Parker is with Rap Star USA, a proud sponsor of the Red, White, and Green Show, and that's WRAP star.com. And Parker, we talked about the turnaround if there's damage with a wrap and how people out there with businesses, we see all the wrap vehicles, but some of them don't look good, therefore you may not get business calls. Also, if you got a high-end car, a boat on Lake Lanier, a motorcycle, a third of the price of paint protects the paint that's on there and looks better. And what can you say to that?
Just mainly just helps you stand out. If you're just tired of seeing just plain cars driving down the road, that's the big problem today. You know, they make just whites, grays, blacks. You know, you can stand out fully. It's the whole rainbow at that point, and you're protecting your vehicle at the same time. And if, say, you know, you get a big rock chip on the front end or you get into a fender bender, you can just pull that panel right off, sand it, clean it, and just rewrap it again. So the turnaround time for repairs is a fraction that it is when it comes to paint.
I will never paint again. I'm wrapping it. I didn't wrap it as a child or a teenager, excuse me, but I'm wrapping it now. It's rapstarusa.com. Parker's ready to work for you.
Polydictainment.
All right, so I thought I'd do the fun story first, or not fun, the happier polydictainment story.
So it's not good or bad, it's happy or sad.
It's happy, yeah.
All right.
Well, J.D. Vance had another child.
I know,
They had
I heard.
yesterday, a boy named
And I don't
Alec.
remember seeing her pregnant.
No, what's her name? Usha Vance. They welcomed their fourth child.
Does that mean she's a
yesterday.
Usher?
Usha, I think that's right.
Probably got it wrong.
Alec Neil Vance. So this is their fourth. My only comment on this is I'm all for younger people having high office like John Ossoff, who I think is he allowed to vote or drink? I'm not sure.
He's 20 as far as I know. He's 20. I think he got elected at 14. Yes, we're having fun, but he does look young.
He does look young, and he's actually gaining some steam though. I'm
Tell me Warnock's not. I
Nah.
mean, these two, Warnock's an apple knocker. Yeah, that means somebody's just so dumb that they just need to knock apples out of a tree with a stick. I just think he's twisted. Georgia, we got to get away from these libs.
Well, we'll see this fall.
Yeah.
But so I feel like I like having some young blood in these high offices, senators, vice president, because especially since we had Biden and Trump's getting up there, we've had
A lot of guys in their 70s and 80s.
Yes, I feel like by the time you become a president or vice president, you should be done having kids. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
should be past that stage in life. You should be they should be out of the house.
But look at Kennedy wasn't having anymore, but
They were still little.
They were still little.
Yes, okay.
Jimmy Carter had like a fourth grader or fifth grader.
Really?
Yeah, she was that young because Amy Carter. They did the whole walk with the three of them going up Pennsylvania Avenue and all that. She was grade school. I don't know what grade. Maybe second, third, fourth.
And the Obamas, the girls are pretty young. Okay, that's
Same thing with the Bushes. The Bushes had high schoolers about to go into college.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I just feel like having a baby,
having one,
is maybe a little too young. But I like J.D. Vance. And I can't wait to see him on Joe Rogan. He was on Joe Rogan last week, and Joe Rogan really, he.
So Rogan, it takes a couple of weeks to get his shows out. You just know he was on there live?
Oh, no, yeah. He takes a few days to get him out, but it dropped last week, I think.
Okay.
And I've seen clips going around, but it's 3 hours.
Oof.
And, Joe Rogan doesn't have a corporate overlord. You know, so he's asking Vance everything. So I'm proud of Vance for going on there because he went on Bill Maher too. JD Vance, he's out promoting his new book.
He's been on The View as well.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, that's the thing. We walk in, God, it sounds, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I am obviously a right-wing dude. But I will say Republicans as a whole walk into any situation willing to face it, but left does not. They go where they know it's going to be a happy place, and they're not going to ask difficult questions.
That's exactly
Kamala
right.
would not go on Rogan. She wouldn't go on. She'd go on The View.
Yeah.
She'll go on CNN, but she won't go on Fox.
That's exactly right. That is one key difference. The Republicans are willing to face any territory. And Bill Maher says this all the time. Bill Maher, who's really a Democrat, he invites them on his show all the time. AOC, Kamala, they won't come. The Republicans will go every week. He'll have some Republicans on. But when he asks like those kinds of Democrats, no.
Yeah, they won't do it. They're just afraid. So, all right, that's good. I look forward to seeing that. And congratulations to him having a kid. What's the bad news?
The bad news is, the war in Iran. They've been we've been doing more strikes the past 9 nights. A lot in retaliation. There were these 3 soldiers that were killed in an Iranian attack, I think, in Jordan over the past few days. So we're not backing down.
No,
It's not ramping down. And to get to the conspiracy side of it. Because my algorithm's filled with it.
Yeah.
Is we all know Israel wants us in this war. They want to keep us. They want us to help them and get Iran, take care of Iran one way or the other. So what's to stop Israeli intelligence or some Israeli, secrets to plant these attacks on American soldiers? Where, in other words, it's not the Iranians. They're posing as Iranians just to kind of keep us drug in. Like,
You're talking about like January 6th, where there was a lot of lefties that dressed like conservatives and egged people on to do stuff.
Kind of like that. There could be some undercover Israelis disguised as Iranians attacking some of our soldiers or our things just to ramp us up and keep us going and keep us bombing, which is really what's happened the past 9 days.
Well, I can tell you the only thing I will say about Israel, and I think anybody that pays attention to the news will agree, those guys are intense. They're pretty high tech. They are built for war. Everybody does 2 years.
They're built for war because we back them.
Well,
if they're really built for war, they could do it on their own, right?
But look at the slickness of them. Remember when they handed out the pagers? Remember when they did this and did that? They do some sneaky stuff.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Okay, there you go. You just proved my point. That's
why I'm backing your point.
Okay.
I think anything's possible. Yes, 100%.
Hey, this is Southside Steve from the Green Room for the Red. Hey, this is Southside Steve at North Atlanta Golf Carts right here in Brazelton and Dawsonville, whichever one's closer to you. And I'm sitting in a Donago right now. This is a family 6-seater, sound, everything, all the bells and whistles. $12,999, and you start it with a key. No, a card. Yeah, come on. I forgot to tell you, it's got a rear backup camera. Awesome. Donago, North Atlanta Golf Carts.
Come on.
Mike is out of control. What is?
Polydictainment.
What is?
I know I didn't.
Yeah, come on. Okay.
All right, dude. I know I didn't hire you, but I can fire you.
Yeah,
Somebody
he was-
said that to an intern one time.
He was doing such a great job.
No, it's all right.
All it takes is one misfire, and then all hell breaks loose. I got you, Mike. I got you.
Don't worry. I like it live, Mike. I'm good with it. And sports, not just at North Atlanta Golf Carts, but also I want to throw in Rockin' Taco. And we will be at Rockin' Taco in 2 Thursdays. So it's going to be the 6th?
I think it's August 6th, the first Thursday of every month.
Yeah, the first Thursday, and we've got Schooner. We got Yacht Rock Schooner Band, so it's going to be a good one. This one, you got to get your tickets. Go to rockintaco.com and get your tickets.
Yeah, this will sell out.
Yeah, this one's going to sell out for sure. It's going to be a packed crowd. It'll be fun, though. I love it. I also love soccer, and I also love the World Cup, and it comes every 4 years, and it's over. We have a winner, and I don't know what my issue is, and it's a heavy dislike for Messi, and it's not a popular thing to say. And I think it boils down to me just why I'm in sports. I coach, not because I want to. I coach because I want to make sure first and foremost that my kids are receiving good coaching and are being protected by what I call the coach's dad type of dudes. My son's pitcher, your boy's in outfield, and right now we're doing drills. And hey, why don't you just go over there and just run? That's what they did to me. I came into a 2-year deal. I'd never played sports, never caught a ball, had a glove that could not catch a ball, and my father hated baseball for it because my father was hands off. He was 9 to 5 dad, and he showed up for the games. Never knew what was going on in practice. Mom dropped me off, picked me up.
He didn't take you out and throw the ball and really try to work on your skills.
He did towards the end. And I was like, well, good God, now you're out in the backyard. He had a red little piece of wood that had a long 15-foot string on it with a ball attached. And he just, you kind of turned it over your head like rodeo style. And then you bring it down in the strike zone as fast as you want, and it's my job to hit it. And if you hit it, it just goes the other way, and then he's got to pick it up and do it again. And I was like, well, Dad, where were you? We've got one game left. And the last game, I tipped the ball, and it went over a foul ball, and the crowd lost their effing mind. The strikeout king finally made contact with the ball, and it was too late. And that was it. I became a soccer player, and soccer was new. My dad loved it because nobody knew what was going on. Parents were helpful. Everybody was learning to dribble, and it was just fun. So I'm on the first South Fulton County team in 75. But watching these guys, they've been kicking a ball since they were 2 or 3. Soccer was on the thing. They've gone to the greatest schools. They've gone to the greatest teams. They've tried out against hundreds of kids to be where they are just at 12, 13, 14. And by far, Messi is probably the greatest soccer player of all time.
Well, I just watched him for the first time yesterday at the end of the match, and I could tell because Spain had scored.
Yeah.
Right, and then every
And
time
then they score again.
every time, they got called back.
It's an offside penalty, and he was offside.
Oh, I saw they had they showed a graphic of it. Literally, his elbow and his shoulder was offside.
That's all it takes. You're not to be allowed to. They call it camping out. If you had no offsides, there were guys that would stand 5 yards away from the goalkeeper waiting for the ball.
Well, I could tell every time towards the end there, every time the ball got anywhere near in Massey's possession, they were like, oh, is this going to be it? He's got one more in it, doesn't he?
No, that dude, he scored more goals than anyone during the World Cup. But his foot, he puts the ball in places that are this small. And it's like he knows where it's going. But then these guys are paid more than any athlete here. I mean, if you're the higher end, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, these are $100 million, $200 million a year contract. I mean, it is intense money.
They're like the Freddie Freeman kind of money.
More than that,
Really?
more than Freddie. And I'm talking about your elite 10. But they go out and he'll kick that ball 100 times a day, and from that one left foot. Where
And
he's
get it
going to
in
be
the
in a
same-
situation,
same
get it in the
spot.
same spot. He probably gets it in the same spot 90% of the time. Then he'll go over because he knows their passing lanes and where the ball is going to come from. So it's like hot spots. So he practices his hot spots. So when that ball does come, it's routine.
It's ready to go. Yeah. I
but
kind
to
of
us, it's like, because I never practiced a shot more than twice ever. It was live. There's times I just hit it. I didn't know where it was going. Now I do as a soccer player. I actually have placement too. I understand the skill set. But Spain wins. Argentina loses. After it's over and everybody's out there, there's a fight. Big little fight. Everybody's pushing and shoving.
I saw something. I thought I saw an argument. I didn't see anything physical.
No, they got knocked. A few guys got knocked down. A few guys were going to punch and then were held back, but definitely tensions were high. Keep in mind, Argentina won the World Cup 4 years earlier. And so they've been there. They've gotten it. I think most of the guys on the team have tasted it. Some of the bench dudes probably haven't. But yeah, somebody said something they shouldn't say. These teams don't like each other. And in Argentina, the police had to come out with the water gun because people got pissed that their team lost. Pissed. In Spain, they're losing their effing minds. New York's covered. I didn't see much go down. There was a little pushing and shoving outside the stadium, but people get mad when their team loses the World Cup. And now I can tell you that U.S. World Cup gear is on sale everywhere. I don't know it for a fact. I just know it because I know it. So I saw some stuff for sale. If you're looking, go get the last at what anybody, Sports Authority, Dick's, any soccer store. they're going to unload this crap.
Well, I hope that a lot of these places keep their Michelob Ultra specials. A lot of these bars had really good, like Hooters did.
Hooters had a great Michelob.
I think they're doing their thing all summer. I don't think theirs ends now. I think theirs is all summer.
But some of them, it's World Cup. And you gave me a souvenir cup, and I
Yeah.
drank from it yesterday because it was the only World Cup I had, and it was a Michelob
Ultra. Yeah,
Ultra.
they were a marquee sponsor, as they say in the business. So I hope a lot of these places still have, even like in the gas station, they had all these promotions, 12-pack of Mick Ultra,
Right.
$13.99.
Oh, yeah, which is a fantastic deal. But Mick Ultra really, God knows what it cost them, but they flat out owned the World Cup.
Well, what sold more Michelob Ultra, World Cup or Landman? I argue Landman.
Landman, and I can tell you anywhere Jeff Man is, and I got one more thing to say, but it is a true punchline. Jeff will drink some Mick Ultra. You are like a John Daly. When you go into a bar, they lick their chops like we're selling 10 beers tonight, and that's okay. Falcons, just because we have football coming. I went to this game. I think there's been literally, it's almost like every season. I don't want to say every season, but 2010, 11, I only know from the girl I was dating who I flew. I wasn't married, but I went to Pittsburgh and saw the Falcons play Pittsburgh for game 1 in Pittsburgh, and it was incredible because Pittsburgh's my second favorite team. I love the Steelers. So Falcons are my first, which hurts, but September 13th is week 1. So fantasy leagues are in place. Preseason games are over, but we are that close. September 13th will be week 1 of the NFL. Atlanta Falcons playing Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Falcons are at home, which means if I did want to go, it's a lot easier. Little track 13, and it is brought to you by Elite Finishes. The name is real. It's an elite finish. So when they come in to paint your house inside or out, they're going to do a great job. Matter of fact, they're so on point. He even told me, he goes, a lot of painters, because I see people getting their houses painted, even in my neighborhood, they're painting all day. He goes, no, we don't do that. I said, what do you mean? He goes, elite finish. He goes, we know how paint runs. We know how paint dries too quick and it just won't look right. So we paint from 7:30 to 10 a.m., 7:30 to 10:30, depending on the temperature, and then we're done for the day. And sometimes maybe at night or whatever.
It's like watering your plants. You don't want to do it in the middle of the day. You do it in the morning and the dusk.
And I never thought about that. He goes, now in the fall and the winter, we can paint all damn day.
Yeah.
And I saw, well, that's interesting. But interior is probably what they're even more known for. They don't mind painting the outside of your house, but it's really inside the house. So Elite Finishes, get a hold of those guys and definitely tell them I sent you. I know him very well. He crushed my kitchen. There's pictures of it online, and we've got a commercial coming your way soon. And David Markwell is always in your corner if you're going through something. And David Markwell is there for whatever angst you have. Are you having issues at work, at home? Are you just having issues, period? Do you have bad thoughts? Do you gamble and you shouldn't? I mean, do you drink too much, Jeff? But no, it is the Yet Come On show, and we are in 5 Vision here. Yet Come On logos. We've got 4 logos with the actual logo here is my handwriting Yet Come On hat, along with Yet Come On a waveform behind me. Nobody brings you Yet Come On more than Jeff and I do. And you can go to yetcomeon.com. The show's going to get bigger and bigger. Maybe you get on a mic. I'm not guaranteeing you. Oh, Mike and Mike. How funny is that? It just hit me. But right now, Jeff's very territorial, and the fact he's letting you press buttons is a good thing.
Yeah.
But we're just a simple 4-hour Atlanta radio show done in 30 minutes. And, Jeff, we're going to do a track 13.
Yeah, I have one. Let's just go because
Where you are.
I
Let's
just rented it.
explain
Yeah.
your social media
There you go.
because I got suckered.
Yeah, if you go to our TikTok or our Instagram feed, you can see a picture of me standing outside a building in New York City in Greenwich Village. And it's a very famous building. It was the cover of Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti.
And when you said that, now I remember that
Yeah, now you
album.
can see- you can see it.
I can see it now that you said it. But when I saw it, I'm like, on the glance.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people got suckered like I did. You're like, is it Friends or is it Jerry's Seinfeld?
Seinfeld, yeah.
Is it Seinfeld?
Well-
and I looked at it and I said, I think it's Friends. And I just went, but I'm going to cover my butt. I did write Friends, I think, in all capitals.
Yeah.
But I still put, my friends live there. I could have said Seinfeld.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, the Seinfeld exterior is actually in Los Angeles. The apartment, even though it looks New York, I think that exterior shot was actually done in Los Angeles.
So if you want to get in front of that one, you're in L.A.
Yeah.
But now Friends was shot.
Friends is there, and I did go there as well.
You
and
did?
So there were people. This is the difference. There's people there all the time taking pictures of the Friends building. At the physical graffiti building, I was the only one. In fact, the only thing there that indicates that it has anything to do with Led Zeppelin is in the basement, in the first floor of that building, there's a little tea shop, and it's called Physical Graffiti, TEA. Physical Graffiti.
That's
It's a tea
pretty
shop.
slick.
That's the only thing indicating that. But if you go to our socials on Instagram or TikTok, you can see a shot of me, and there's a song in the background. That's what we'll do for track 13, a cut from Physical Graffiti.
All right. And since we do a cut from the song, from the album cover you stood in front of in New York this past week, how many people got it right? Average.
Most people got it right. On the comments,
Yeah.
you were the only one who did it. And the comments were
I'm
already,
the only one.
and you were the last one to comment.
Oh, it's funny. Which means I didn't read. But you know
Right.
what? I don't like to cheat. I
Yeah.
like to look at it and do my own.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'd rather you do that. I'm sure some people cheat. It'd be hard to cheat. But anyway, you can see it there on our socials, and this is a great tune from Physical Graffiti. It's Led Zeppelin, Trampled Underfoot. You can watch the video description in the link, and if you just search Physical Graffiti, you can see the actual album cover that this is based on. It is the Yeah Come On Show. Thank you so much for watching.